Good morning, students. Your exams are approaching and we are going to revise the lesson, The Weathering Storm and Air Summer. It is written by Harsh Mandir. He is in administrative services, means he is an IAS officer, an Indian Administrative Services. He worked in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and especially in this area of Orissa at the time of this cyclonic disaster. So here he has described the large scale destruction in a very precise way and how the courage of someone has changed the situations, has brought out a large scale change in that particular area. We have seen that the boy, the named Prashant, he emerged as hero, a real life hero. It is not that he had to take any help, but he himself volunteered for the upliftment of the people, for the rescue of the people, for delivery of the help. Means he himself took the responsibility and helped the people who were in need. So we are going to summarize, we are going to learn how this situation came. As you know, this peninsular India, means South India, is very prone to different cyclonic activities, different natural calamities. They always found more or less, their appearance is more or less there. They are always, they bring always destructive phenomena with them, isn't it? So all the cyclones, they bring a large scale destruction to life and property, most of the times at that time. Apart from it, nowadays, as I told you, we have a system of those satellites. Now we get the information through those satellites very precisely, and rescue is now becoming easier than the earlier times. But at that time, there was no situation, no pattern that could inform the people about any of the cyclonic disasters or any such cyclone, storm. But nowadays, the situation is changing day by day. This is the story of our hero of this story, Prashant. So let's share. See, this is the story set in the year 1999 in cyclone affected Orissa. 7 years after his mother's death, the protagonist, Prashant, goes to visit his friend in the coastal town of Ersama. That very evening, the menacing storm descends upon the town. Although Prashant's friend's house withstands fierce wind, it is flooded with rainwater and gets damaged by trees that crash onto its roof and walls. Means there was water and water everywhere. The flooded water emerged into, means they this water entered into the houses, and those small houses and huts washed away. जो घर कच्चे थे वो सारे बह गए. The devastation continues for 36 hours, and Prashant and his friend's family have to resort to taking refuge on the roof to escape the rising flood water. This flood water continued to rise, and they had to take shelter on the roof of the house at his friend's house. Prashant's first glimpse of the situation outside conveys the horror caused by the super cyclone. Only a few broken cement houses are visible in a sheet of brown water. Actually, when it gets flooded, flood water becomes much muddy. बहुत गंदा पानी होता है ये. And only few broken cement houses are visible in this sheet of brown water. There are animal and human corpses, dead bodies of animals and humans. And they were floating everywhere. Just imagine the situation. Fortunately, the trees that had crashed onto Prashant's friend's house were coconut trees. The tender coconuts saved the family from starvation during the next couple of days. At least they could get something to have, something to satisfy their starvation, to satisfy their hunger for a couple of days. Prashant and his friend's family spent the next 2 days on the roof, exposed to constant rain. They had to spend 2 days, next 2 days on the roof, and despite of raining heavily. So in constant rain, they had to stand, they had to spend their time on the roof, okay? Prashant is anxious about the safety of his own family. After 2 days, the rain finally stops and he is determined to go back home. Okay? So then he was much worried about his family members, and after 2 days, when the rain finally stopped, he decided to go back to home. With only a long, sturdy stick for support, Prashant begins his 18-kilometer long journey home on foot. How could he travel? How could he go? So he took a strong, sturdy means majboot, a long, sturdy stick for support, and then he began his journey back home. अपनी जर्नी शुरू की उन्होंने. प्रशांत ने अपनी जर्नी अपने घर के लिए शुरू की. मीन्स he wanted to go back his home as soon as possible. Okay. So he had to swim to find the road. Fortunately, he is joined by 2 friends of his uncles who are also returning to their village. और रास्ते में उसी flooded water में उसको अपने फादर के 2 फ्रेंड मिल गए थे, अंकल के फ्रेंड मिल गए थे 2, वो भी गांव ही लौट रहे थे. तो एटलीस्ट he did not find himself all alone in that much flooded area. Okay. During their journey, Prashant and his companions come across horrific and painful sights. And when he was returning back, he saw such horrific and painful sights. इतनी भयावह स्थिति उसने फेस की. Having a look at dead bodies means he was also floating, he was also swimming along with the floating carcasses of men, women, children, and including animals. Just imagine how horrible the situation was. Means he had to move along with the dead bodies of men, women, children, and animals. These sights filled Prashant with despair about the fate of his family. Now he could think that whether his family members were alive or not, ये डर उसके मन में आ गया कि क्या वो लोग भी जिंदा होंगे या नहीं. Upon reaching his village Kalikuda, Prashant sees that his house has been destroyed and scraps of its belongings have been caught in the branches of trees. Prashant goes to the Red Cross shelter in the hope of finding his family. Once there, he finds his maternal grandmother, who looks weak with starvation. He also meets his extended family, which includes his uncles, aunts, brother, and sister. His family is extremely happy to see Prashant, as they had to also fear him to be dead. See, everyone was afraid that whether Prashant was alive, and Prashant was afraid that whether his other family members were alive or not. So, when he reached to his village, he sees that his house has been destroyed and only scraps of its belongings have been caught in the branches of the tree. Scraps बचे थे, बस छोटा मोटा टुकड़ा कुछ बचा, बाकी सब कुछ बह गया, सब कुछ बह चुका था पानी में. Then he reaches to Red Cross shelter. Okay? किस लिए गया वहां पर? He had a hope of finding his family. And where he finds his maternal grandmother and his other uncles, aunts, brother, and sister. Okay. Next morning, Prashant decides to take stock of the desperate situation. 4 days after the storm, there are 2,500 people at the shelter. A total of 86 people have died and all 96 houses have been destroyed. अगले दिन सुबह क्या हो गया? प्रशांत ने देखा कि क्या खतरनाक सिचुएशन हो गई, कितनी भयावह सिचुएशन थी. Then after the storm became weak, after 4 days, there were about 2,500 people at the shelter and total of 86 people have died and 96 houses have been destroyed in their village. The remaining stock of tender coconuts is too little to sustain in this number of survivors. जो बचे हुए थे उनसे अब उनको वो जिंदा रह ही नहीं पाएंगे जो थोड़े बहुत कोकोनट्स बचे हुए थे. Prashant, who is only 19 years old, takes on the role of a leader. Now, here, Prashant took the responsibility. He took his role as a hero, as a leader. He organized a group of young people and elders to rescue the others and to secure rice from a merchant. It is suggested such an attempt had been made earlier, but it was unsuccessful. However, with Prashant leading the charge, this time they returned to shelter with food for everyone. इस बार तो लीड कौन कर रहा था? प्रशांत. तो इसके लिए अब वो शेल्टर हाउस जब लौटा तो उसके पास काफी खाना था. He then decides to organize youth volunteers to clean the shelter and tend to the wounds of the injured survivors. अब उनको लिए दूसरा रोल शुरू हो गया था. On the 5th day, a military helicopter drops food parcels After that, however, no help seems to be coming their way. फिफ्थ डे तो आ गया, थोड़े बहुत फूड पैकेट्स मिलिट्री हेलीकॉप्टर ने गिरा दिए, लेकिन बाद में तो कुछ नहीं आया. The youth volunteers asked children to lie on the ground with empty utensils on their stomach. तो जो यंग वॉलंटियर्स थे उन्होंने कहा बच्चों को जमीन पर सो जाओ ताकि वो खाली बर्तन अपने पेट पर रखकर सो जाएं. This visual message communicates their hunger to passing helicopters, which then return regularly with parcels of food and their basic necessities. So this was a sign. तो प्रशांत ने क्या किया कि उसने एक विजुअल मैसेज क्रिएट किया, बच्चों को लिटा दिया, खाली यूटेंसिल्स उनके स्टमक पर रख दिए, so that those helicopters could see that there was a need of food items and other basic necessities to that area. Prashant sets up shelters made of polythene sheets for the orphan children. Women look after these children while the men secure food and materials for the shelters. ठीक है, विमेन को जिम्मेदारी दी उसने कि छोटे बच्चों की देखभाल करो, और मैन को ये जिम्मेदारी दी कि फूड और दूसरा मटेरियल जो है शेल्टर के लिए वो लेकर आए आप. Soon the grief that the children and women are facing becomes apparent to Prashant. He asked women to participate in food for work programs started by an NGO. And for children, Prashant organizes sporting events. And it was the biggest task to bring them out of their grief. उस एक नेगेटिव एटीट्यूड से उनको बाहर लाना भी एक बहुत बड़ा काम था कि जब हम किसी ऐसी कैलेमिटी से गुजर रहे हों तो हमें उससे बाहर लाना भी और बाहर आना भी एक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट अचीवमेंट है. Prashant took this help from an NGO. He organized the women to participate in the food for work program. तो बच्चों के लिए भी स्पोर्टिंग इवेंट्स शुरू की. The government plans to set up institutions for the orphans and widows. But Prashant's group resists this move as they feel that the best rehabilitation of the orphans and widows can happen within their own community. प्रशांत और उसके ग्रुप को ये लग रहा था कि जो रिहेबिलिटेशन प्रोग्राम है, जो ऑर्फन्स और विडोज है, वो अपने कम्युनिटी में रहकर बहुत अच्छे से हो सकता है. They want to set up foster families consisting of childless widows and orphans where they can resettle their lives with love and care. ये क्या चाहते थे प्रशांत और इनके ग्रुप कि इनको जो चाइल्डलेस विडोज है उनको बच्चे हैंड ओवर किए जाए और बच्चों को भी ऐसी फैमिली मिल जाए जहां उनकी केयर हो सके, एंड दैट वे देयर वुड बी resettlement progress would go on. 6 months after the devastating super cyclone, Prashant has coped with his grief by helping the people of his community. इस सुपर साइक्लोन के 6 महीने बाद जो एक डिवास्टेटिंग सुपर साइक्लोन था, उसके लगभग 6 महीने बाद ही प्रशांत ने कोप अप कर लिया अपने ग्रीफ को दूसरे लोगों की हेल्प करने के बाद. This is the most important thing, that he coped up his own grief by helping the people of his community. To the widows and orphaned children of his village, he has come to symbolize the light of hope. अपने गांव के जो विडोज थी, ऑर्फन चिल्ड्रन थे, उनके लिए एक वो लाइट ऑफ होप था. जस्ट इमेजिन हाउ ही had emerged as a symbol of light of hope. So this story, we can conclude that this story highlights the destructive powers of nature and its repercussions of humans. कि नेचर कितनी डिस्ट्रक्टिव और पावरफुल हो सकती है और उसका ह्यूमंस पर क्या असर, कितना डिवास्टेटिंग असर हो सकता है. It also showcases the courage and spirit of one young boy in bringing relief and comfort to the suffering villagers. ठीक है, वो ये भी बताता है कि कैसे एक यंग बॉय अपने करेज और स्पिरिट अगर बनाए रखे तो पूरे गांव में उसने रिलीफ और कंफर्ट का एक एनवायरनमेंट बना दिया. It means we should not lose our courage and spirit even at the time of disaster. Actually, such calamities are giving us opportunity to lead the people, to show our courage and spirit, and to help the others. Okay.